Tuscaloosa, where an investigation continues this morning. That's after two sisters were shot and killed. Investigators say a man shot and killed 20-year-old Kalia Houston and her 16-year-old sister on First Avenue at Woodlawn Manor Apartments. Around 11:30 last night, a 17-year-old boy was also shot but was able to escape and get help. Now, officers say last night an argument took place. That's when 19-year-old Keyshawn Woods pulled out a gun and started shooting. Investigators say there were also several young children, including an infant, in the apartment, but fortunately they were not hit. Officers say Woods had been living with Houston for the past few months. He was arrested a few hours after that shooting, and he faces capital murder and attempted murder charges.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama, November 10, 2025, a shooting left two people dead, including a teen girl. The shooting happened about 11:30 p.m. on that Monday night at Woodlawn Manor Apartments. Authorities identified one of the slain victims as Kalia Houston. The other slain victim was her 16-year-old sister. A 17-year-old boy was wounded, but survived. Witnesses told investigators that Houston allowed 19-year-old Keyshawn Jermichael Woods to live in her apartment for the last few months. An argument erupted during which Woods pulled a gun and began shooting. The wounded teen boy was able to flee the apartment and seek help. There were also several very young children, including an infant, inside the apartment, but they were unharmed. Houston leaves behind 3 young children.
On the 4, we are in West Alabama, continuing to follow that horrific story. 2 sisters shot and killed in an apartment complex late last night in Tuscaloosa.
Well, authorities are telling us a third teenager was also shot but is expected to survive. You're getting a look now at the scene from First Avenue overnight. Right now, a 19-year-old is charged tonight in that deadly shooting.
Your Tuscaloosa reporter Brian Henry joins us now live with new reaction to this tragedy.
Hey, Morgan and Sarah, Tuscaloosa city leaders are calling this deadly shooting evil. Meantime, investigators are working right now to learn more about what happened last night and why. A triple shooting, 2 dead, 1 injured. It all unfolded Monday night at 11:30 at Woodlawn Manor Apartments on First Avenue in Tuscaloosa.
It's just pure evil.
Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox, who attended the Veterans Day ceremony Tuesday, chimed in on the triple shooting. Although tragic by any measure, the mayor also said the shootings have to be put in perspective when it comes to the overall violent crime rate in Tuscaloosa.
We have a 25% reduction this year in violent crimes and over 34% reduction in property crimes. Tuscaloosa's homicide rate is lower than it was 20 years ago.
Still, Mayor Walt Maddox didn't lose sight of the families hurting right now because of what happened at Woodlawn Manor.
You know, I've been doing this for 20 years, and there are just certain situations that frankly just make you question the motives of some people in this world.
We do know 3 people were shot. The 2 who died were 20-year-old Kalia Houston and her 16-year-old sister. A 17-year-old boy was also shot, but is expected to survive.
The fact that conflict results in this type of bloodshed and tragedy, it just doesn't make sense.
Authorities say they've charged Keyshawn Jermichael Woods with 2 counts of capital murder and 1 count of attempted murder. Police say Woods had been allowed to live in the apartment for the last few months. Investigators say the shooting happened during an argument. Mayor Maddox applauded the quick arrest in the case.
And I'm very proud that the Tuscaloosa Police Department, working with the U.S. Marshal Task Force, had this suspect in custody in a pretty quick manner.
2 dead, 1 injured. A suspect is in jail who is not allowed to post a bond. Authorities say Woods ran from the crime scene last night but was arrested a few hours later. They also say that other children and a baby were in that same apartment when the shooting started. Thankfully, though, they were not hurt.
I'm a firm believer that not everyone deserves a key to your peace. Your home should protect your peace and not test your patience. Your home is a sanctuary and shouldn't be used as a shelter for other people's storms. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video and leave a sweet comment down below. It really helps the channel, and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more content.
If y'all wish I was able to hug my baby, just tell her goodbye. The last time she seen me, I was in the hospital bed. And they was scared. They was wondering whether I was gonna make it.
A mother's heartbreak after losing 2 daughters to gun violence in Tuscaloosa. Today, the community gathered around that mother to honor her 16-year-old daughter with a balloon release. ABC 3340's Emily Cundiff joins us live right now. And Emily, this was an emotional moment for those there.
Muriel, family members, friends, and teachers gathered in Christacia King's memory. They're remembering her for her full-of-life personality, her joy, and the lasting impact she created in such a short amount of time.
It was full of joy. Every day she woke up, she was full of spirit.
Christacia was a picture of life, always smiling.
Tears, prayers, and balloons filling the sky outside Paul W. Bryant High School in Tuscaloosa as the community gathered to remember 16-year-old Christacia King.
I miss her every day. I miss her every day.
Each balloon carried the name, memory, and love as family, classmates, teachers, and community members stood together in remembrance.
She had a very unique personality, brightening up our campus with her friendships, her laughter, her smile, and her many talents.
King and her 20-year-old sister, Kalia Houston, were killed in a triple shooting on November 10th at Woodlawn Manor Apartments in Tuscaloosa.
I just ask God for strength. Every day I wake up, I just pray for strength. Just pray for God. Because he took both of my kids, and I wanted both of them. And they was best friends. They loved each other. They did each other.
Christacia's mother says during all of this, she was in the hospital, unaware that her daughters had been killed.
When I was having brain surgery, I ended up having a stroke. I couldn't be at the funeral. I couldn't play my baby. I couldn't see my baby. I couldn't say goodbye. I couldn't do nothing.
As the final balloons vanished into the clouds, loved ones say Christacia's spirit remains, floating above them, watching over them, and never forgotten.
We love Christacia. We respected her because she demanded it, and she was such a beautiful breath of life.
A teenage boy was also injured in the shooting, and suspect 19-year-old Kashawn Woods is in custody. Live in Tuscaloosa, Emily Cundiff, ABC 3340 News.
My deepest and most sincere condolences to the family, loved ones, and friends of Kalia Houston, 20, and Christacia Pruitt, 16. Words cannot fully express the sorrow felt for such profound losses, especially of 2 young lives filled with promise, love, and meaning. My heart goes out to their mother, whose strength is being tested in unimaginable ways, and to everyone who knew and cherished Kalia and Christacia. May their memories live on through the love they gave, the joy they brought, and the impact they made on those around them. During this time of grief, may you be surrounded by compassion, support, and moments of peace. You are not alone in your sorrow, and their lives will never be forgotten.